All right, final post-game press conference of the weekend. Tufts after a 4-set victory over Johns Hopkins in the Baltimore Regional Final. Coach, just what a win, what a performance against a team that hasn't lost in 3 years. What's going through your mind at this very moment?
I mean, quite honestly, I'm just a lot of credit to Johns Hopkins. I mean, we wanted to play them. We knew they were the best. They're the standard out there for top D3 teams, and so I think we, more than anything, we're excited about playing a really great team on the other side, and they were tremendous. And I mean, they challenged us, it was for sure. We knew it was going to be a challenge, but I'm just so proud of this crew. I'm so proud of how hard we worked to stick to our game plan. I think in games like these that, there's a lot of hype around them, you can kind of get caught up in that. And I think our number one goal is just go in there and do our jobs, and if we do our jobs, we'll be on the right end of things. So I'm really proud of them for staying in the present moment. Even when we got up in those 2 sets, just do our jobs, continue to stay focused. And yeah, I'm proud of their composure.
Stephanie, a question for you. All weekend long, the defense was just so sound for you guys, and obviously you play a big part in that. What do you think you guys were able to do? Was it just knowing where to be at all times, just continuing to battle, that allowed the defense to be so successful?
Yeah, it was just working together, like blockers being in the right spot, and then defense being able to follow behind them, and just working together like after we practiced a million times throughout the year. So we've almost got it down pretty much.
Almost, pretty much.
Kate, for you, obviously really, really cool to be able to move on, go to St. Louis, but you also get a nice little individual accolade named tournament MVP. When you heard that, what was kind of the thought process then?
I mean, definitely exciting. Really appreciate the shout out, but I mean, huge team effort. Like, it's not one person out there on the court. Each game, everyone just played so amazing this weekend. Really just came together as a team and just kind of made my job easier, honestly. Great defense, obviously. Sather was really pushing the tempo and switching it to other hitters who were also terminating. So got a lot of splits, one-on-ones, and just kind of just kept the ball rolling on our side.
Coach, you guys really gave them fits in serve receive. Was there something that you guys saw on tape that you knew you could exploit, or was it just kind of the efforts of the individual servers?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general that's one of the things we take great pride in, is not having one great server, but having 6, 7, 8 great servers. I think when you're playing teams as talented as JH, you have to be able to get them out of system and make them a one-option team. So as much as Steph and Kate are talking about their successes, I mean, that our serve is where it starts. Right? If you can serve them tough and get them out of system, then our block is really focused on one hitter, and our defense has an easier time behind that. So, I mean, that's a huge part of our game. We have to serve tough. We got to continue to do that as we move forward. But certainly, I was really proud of their efforts and keeping the pressure on. We needed to keep the pressure on, or they would just light up. So,
Coach, I did want to ask you specifically about Janelle. I think she came in with 20 aces on the year, and she had 10 in 3 games. She had 7 today against Johns Hopkins. Was it something she's been working on? Did she just take it to another level today? What happened there? Because she had probably the best serving game of her career.
She came at a good time, that's for sure. No, she's always been one of our strongest servers, and I think honestly, that's what I'm so proud about this group. They're gamers. Like, when it counts, they just get after it. They don't worry about the results. They don't wonder what if. They know what's going to happen. And we've talked about having that growth mindset, that attack mindset, that tempo mindset. And honestly, I think she just got out there and knew what she wanted to do and really had the opportunity. It came together. And then you can kind of build on that, right? You get 1 or 2, and then the confidence builds, and she really kept getting after it. So proud of her efforts, for sure. Thank you for bringing that up. Wow. It's impressive. I haven't even looked at that stat myself. So, yeah, thank you.
Kate, I did want to ask you, as part of the block, at what point, either this weekend or even today, with you guys playing so well defensively, did you know that, if you didn't feel the ball touch your hands, when you turned around, the ball was going to be up in the air and you guys were going to be into the offense? At what point did you know? Because it seemed like, especially in that second set today, that the ball just didn't hit the floor on your guys' side almost.
I mean, honestly, with this one in the back row, the entire season, every time I turn around, I'm expecting the ball to be up. I turn around and sometimes I'm a little surprised that it's a kill. But obviously, great hitters on the other side, so they're going to get their kills. But I think it's just gritty down mindset, gritty defense. Just go for every ball, honestly. But defense does start with the block, so it's not necessarily your job to get a touch or get the block. You're taking away a big chunk of the court, so it's kind of that mindset. It's not just that one part. You don't have to get the block or lose the point. It's the whole team effort.
And then Coach, I just wanted to ask, how do you switch the mindset? I mean, it's an interesting game today because you're playing
Yep.
the undefeated reigning national champs who hadn't lost in 3 years. They hadn't lost on their court in 5 years. And now, like, it's not
Yeah.
over though. You guys have 3 more matches to win.
Yeah.
So how do you
Yep.
balance celebrating this one, which is one of the best wins in college volleyball this year, to looking forward to St.
Yeah.
Louis?
Yeah, I mean, and first and foremost, again, a ton of credit and a lot of respect for the history and what they've done and what Matchway has done. I mean, phenomenal coach, phenomenal program. They'll be back. They're not going anywhere. But I think for us, we actually didn't talk about any of that history. I mean, for us, it's another game. It's 0-0, and that's the mindset that got us through that, is that we weren't thinking about beating the defending national champions, or we weren't thinking about their winning streak. Although incredibly impressive, it's known, we knew it. But that wasn't our goal going in. We wanted to play the best version of our game that we could, and then what happens, happens, you know. Going forward, it's the same mindset. We'll celebrate this. This is awesome. We would celebrate it just as big, no matter who it is on the other side. So right now, we'll take this day and we'll shift gears because we are really excited. And again, if we stay in the present moment going forward, I believe we can play with any team in this country. You know, I think we've proved that over and over again all season. So we're really excited to kind of have that opportunity. One more stage here, big stage.
Congratulations on the win. Thanks so much for your time, guys. Enjoy it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.